Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come over here and do something different, which is come here and spend time with nature, God's creation, something beautiful. um, what I wanted to come on and speak about today is being careful on who you listen to, as far as like any pastors, any ministers, or anybody that you mainly talk to. I feel that it's very important to know the truth from fake and false prophecy. um, there's a lot of people out there like that. There's a lot of pastors, ministers that make things like about themselves. And I think that we need to really be careful on who we're listening to, because there's a lot of them that just make things about themselves. And I feel that we need to just be spoken the truth, how it's supposed to be. um, there's a lot of people that, when I mean about making it about themselves, I mean, it's not even about salvation. It's about what they've what they've been through, and they constantly and consistently speak about that, speak about that, speak about that, and they don't talk about the salvation. They don't talk about, the truth, the word, scripture, keep it in like the Bible. So you need to be really careful who you're watching. There's a particular person, pastor, that I watch. His name is Pastor Anthony Philip Mitchell, and he is really, really good. He speaks the truth. He speaks it how you're supposed to speak it, which is just nice and clear. No sugarcoating, no painting rainbows in the sky or anything like that. He says it how it needs to be. Excuse any planes or anything that you hear. Like I said, I'm out here in the nature area, and you're gonna hear birds and everything else. But like I said, I think that it's truly important on who we're listening to. But in the end of the day, I feel like keeping yourself inside the word, in the Bible itself. Okay, don't depend on other people. Don't depend on YouTube and videos and whatever else. Read. And even if you don't want to read, they have it in audio, like while you're driving, put the Bible on, let it read to you. But you need to know the truth. You don't go by man, don't which meaning, like, don't go by what other people have to say. Like, feed your soul, feed yourself with the word itself, the book. Open it or listen to it. Okay. I feel like it's very important. There's things in there that you're going to be blown away from. But it speaks truth. It's God's words. Okay. Jesus words. And I think it's very important for us to have the discernment to know the difference. Ask God to open up your spiritual eyes, and to be able to see things that we need to or should be seeing, to open up your ears so you can hear and know, and for him to come into your heart. I think that obviously that's very important too, because we need to know the difference. We need to know what we're feeding ourselves with. And yes, like I said, I'm speaking truth here too. You have to be careful what you listen to. Music, there's so much you got to be careful with. You also pray for God to help you, because there's so much going on in this world that, I'm gonna be honest, like it'll start to bother you once you have accepted Jesus into your heart, and you get closer and closer to him. You're gonna start noticing things. Your ears are gonna open, your eyes are gonna open. There's gonna be things that you never like heard before or even seen before. You're like, wait, what did that just say? Like, well, especially music, like you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, I used to listen to this. Oh my goodness, I used to sing this. Like, Trust me, I been there. I'm still going through it. It's very hard because I love music so much. um but even if there's certain music that I want to listen to still, I make sure just to at least use the, hear the clean versions. You know what I mean? I'm not a type of person to listen to hardcore stuff. Like I said once in my video, that I love, reggaeton, and I love my freestyle salsa, and all. But like, I need to also make sure that I'm paying attention. I gotta always make sure I'm paying attention, especially knowing that I have been called to do this, to talk to others. I've asked God to help me to speak to others, and as a Jesus follower, his light shines through me. And I cannot be walking in darkness and walking in the light at the same exact time. You got to pick one. You can't be like, you know what, yes, I follow Jesus, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this. You know what, I follow Jesus, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Plain and simple, you can't do that. Because then later on you're wondering, I've been praying for this for so long. I wonder what happened. Well, hello. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much that we need to learn. I'm still learning today. I'm far from perfect. Please understand that. I am so far from perfect. I am still learning every day. I'm still trying to get myself closer to God every single day. And another thing is too, like I was saying in one of my short videos, to please be careful about the thoughts that the enemy drops into your mind. Do not always say what exactly you're thinking about, because sometimes it could be something very, very negative, and obviously that is not of God. Also be careful on, if you're a mom or dad, be careful, what you say about like your kids. That I heard a mom was talking very bad about her kid. Like, she was just coming out and saying, yeah, my son, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's something wrong with him. Something's not connecting in his mind. Like, don't go around talking like that. Why would you speak that way of your child? And another thing too, even with yourself, don't say out your mouth like, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid, why did I even do that? Like, stop it. Relax and stop cursing yourself and diagnosing your own self, accepting these things. When somebody says, you know what, you have an insomnia, oh yeah, I got insomnia, and then you're going around telling everybody, oh, I got anxiety, I got depression, I got the did you know that these things are demons? They have names: anxiety, depression, and we're claiming that in us. I myself used to do that. I used to say, oh my gosh, I have chronic insomnia, yeah, I don't sleep, and this and that, and I trained my own mind to not sleep. Okay. And I had what, maybe 2-3 years like that. I would go on 4 days without sleeping and just telling everybody, yeah, it's because I have chronic insomnia. I was claiming that upon myself, and I was saying it out my mouth. The power of the tongue. Listen, you need to be careful what you say out your mouth. For real, for real. There's so much power on the tongue. So much. And you will train your minds. And the enemy around you will hear you. And they'll be like, oh, she says she has depression. Oh, she's saying that she has anxiety. All right. The enemy will be like, let's go. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you say about your kids. Be careful what you say about others. Be careful what you say about your husband. If you're having issues with your husband, keep it to yourself. I'm guilty. Yes. Keep it to yourself. Because that's another thing. The enemy is right there, listening to you, what you saying to your friends, what you saying to your family, and plus it's not good, because now your friends and your family is over here like, oh, she's still with this person and she said X, Y, and Z, and you still with home dude. You gotta be careful of what you say, who you speak to, what you're saying out your mouth. Listen, I can't even stress more of the fact of how negative and how bad those things are. Okay, the enemy's always looking for something just to try to attack you and use against you. So you need to be careful on what you say. Be careful on what you hear. Be careful on what you're even looking at. Movies, like there's all these movies with like you know, bad scenes in it, you know, lusting scenes and stuff like that. You need to protect your eyes. You need to protect your ears. uh, it's very important. A lot of people take it as a joke, like, oh, Jess, you doing too much, or whoever says it too, oh, you doing too much. We're not doing too much. We're trying to help you. We're trying to protect you. I was in that predicament. I was in that issues, or those issues. So I know because I'm proof, and I'm just being honest on what was happening, you know. And sorry, there's a helicopter passing by. I told you guys, nature. But you guys need to really be careful. Please protect yourself. Protect what you say. Protect your family. Okay. Not everybody needs to know about your stuff. I've learned that the hard way too. Not everybody needs to know. Okay. Run to God before you run to anybody else. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Run to God first. Stop telling every single body, and run to God first, because He is the main person who's gonna end up helping you. He is the main person who cares about you and love you and everything, not as everybody else. Okay. And a lot of people, you may think that they're your friend or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes the most closest person to you are the ones that want to see you go down. Okay, because I don't know, maybe they're upset with their life or something, I don't know. But you just gotta be careful, and you gotta check your check your circle. Okay. If your friends can't pray for you, like, seriously, you're trying to live this spiritual life and everything, and you can't even call up a friend and say, hey, can you please help me in prayer? What? Listen, I've learned that the hard way too. I've been losing a lot of friends. I've lost family members practically too, you know. Like, I don't, there's a lot of people I don't talk to anymore, and it's not because I stopped. It's because God has been removing people out of my life. I literally just, all of a sudden, right? God is of all of a sudden that I just don't talk to them anymore. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. But in the end of the day, it's for your own protection. For real. And I'm just being honest with that. But yeah, so just please be careful. Pray for your family. Be a prayer warrior. Like, be every single day. You know, I can't go on with my day without praying. I have to pray every single day, day in, day out, day in, day out. Like, I'm just like like, I'm always praying, and I'm always casting out and rebuking demons. Like, you know, people think that, you know, saying the word demon or whatever is like a game. No, it's not. They're real, and they're walking around like a lion, seeking to whom to devour, to destroy your family, to destroy your marriage, to destroy your friendships, to destroy everything. They'll he puts things in your mind. He puts things in your family members just to get to you, because he knows he can't touch you because you are covered. Okay. He does it to me all the time, so I know. But yeah, guys, please just, you know, stay covered. Pray every single day. Pray over your family. Pray over your marriage. And please be patient. There's gonna be things that are gonna be, you're gonna be like, what is going on? Things are like, you're gonna feel like there's things like out of your control. But I promise you, God is working. Okay. He works on His own timing, not yours. Okay. So just be patient. He's moving. He does miracles every single day, and know that no matter what, He will not leave you. You'll probably turn your back on Him, but He'll be still standing right there waiting for you. Okay. So just wanted to leave that with you guys. I'll be posting again next Sunday. So stay tuned. All right then. So love you guys. God bless. Stay blessed, stay prayed up, don't give up, stay in faith, claim that. Don't speak negative out your mouth, speak life out your mouth. Do not pray and curse out the same mouth. Again, light and darkness. Come on, guys. Like, I know that there's times that will slip up, but I have to pick myself up again. You know what I mean? Because I can't stay there. I can't just, I see myself speaking bad, or I'll curse or whatever, and then just stay like that. No, 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 no. I quickly ask for forgiveness and, oh my God, I'm sorry, and keep it moving. Okay? So be careful. All right, guys, so have a wonderful night. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if anybody needs prayer, comment below, like this video, subscribe, share. You know, I'm here for you guys. Okay, I'm struggling just like everybody else, but I'm just here to spread the word. All right, God bless. Bye.